That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Now back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. They'll set up a throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on fourth down to come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that's going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Back to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And that will even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Sam Howell has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 21-10, the final score. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Broncos locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw on second down. T. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. T. Throw left side complete. That's Leonard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Operating from the gun. T. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 30-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Teague. This is caught by Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Teague. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun on 3rd down. Teague, and that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Here's Achane to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devon Achane. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers get a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Teague, he finds his man, complete. It's Powers, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
Gibbs straight ahead to about the 48-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here comes third and the length of the football. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Cincinnati.
On first down, Teague, throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Teague. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He already came through on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as they move the sticks again. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. A nice little juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Achane on 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, a run by Achane. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Tampa. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there.
At the 42-yard line.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll drop the throw.
Second and 5.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Third and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Miles Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, Bengals.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Teague. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And the Bengal 1st down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing on 1st down. Teague. That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Teague got his man. It's Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Looking to throw. Teague. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Teague toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
4th down, a give to Gibbs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, here's Gibbs. Shoves him aside near the 35. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Teague. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And For Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.